You talking about playing me again head-to-head. I'm not playing you head-to-head anymore. Come on, bro.
That coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just,
you mad because you lost.
Feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
24-0. He talking about play him head-to-head. You're not good. I'm not playing, bro.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have been
struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, Anunua's got it, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Herndon holds it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
You lady, you got tight. You got tight right there. Switch, lady.
And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, let go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I hope he's right there.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
12.
They will run again with Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Ready? That's right, man. Check out 3. Check 96.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Hey, Alpha. 56. 3 buttons.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, check 24. Check 24. SOS.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that makes it 24-13. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
13.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trayvon will block with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Darnold. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The tackle there by Mark Barron. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He got a score, bro.
Mike 56. Oh, baby, come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. The 20.
No, I got a pick 6.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49ers. as they score.
He tried to do that outside right again with Anderson.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Undercut. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, lady. Come.
They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2 and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
One, Omaha. Go ahead, man.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the 49ers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they...
I'm about to join y'all.